So hey everyone, Lee Mainprize here from mainstructor.com. On this episode we're going to focus on pricing. Now a couple of concepts here. I'm going to go into something called the decoy method, which is going to be really fascinating and interesting to you. Often a lot of times you'll get the annoying question you might get, I need to go away and think about it. And you know, that could be for a couple of reasons. The first one can be is that you haven't fulfilled their needs. You haven't done a consultation where you're adding lots of value, focusing on transformation. The second thing is where your pricing just makes too much sense, or you just have too many pricing options. And I certainly wouldn't recommend going any more than sort of 3 pricing options. Otherwise, you're going to overwhelm the person. But let me get into the concept here, how this actually works. It's called the decoy method. And I'm going to show you what it is and how you can apply it into your school to get much better results for your business. So basically, I've got my whiteboard here. The people over at the economist.com have 3 pricing options for their service. The first one is option 1, is they are online, which was $59. The second option is the print only, which was $125. And then the third option is the print plus online, which was also $125. So you're going to think, hang on, wait a minute here. Why would anybody buy the print option when you've got the print and the online option at $125? So here's why the people at The Economist were really clever. And they did a study of this at MIT. And they surveyed X amount of people to get a good enough consistent result. And basically they asked which option that people would choose. And think which option you would choose as well. And surprisingly, most people went for the print plus online option at 125. Now, you might think, well, if most people went for that option, then what is the point of having a second option there? Because it seems pointless. Most people are going for this option. So what they did again was they took away the middle option and they resurveyed people as to which option they would go through. And guess what happened? Most people went for the first option, the $59 option. Now, this is covered in a book called Predictably Irrational. And you might want to get a hold of a copy of it because there's some fascinating stuff in there. But here is what the concept of this decoy method is that basically what we're saying is that as human beings, we don't make rational decisions. What we need is we need a like for like option to make a decision. So in other words, we have 2 options at $125 and quite clearly we know which one is the best option. So it's obvious that the people at The Economist are sort of putting in this method here as a decoy so that people go for this because they can compare the 2 and which is the best they're going to choose for. So let's say, for example, you were going on holiday or on a honeymoon. And let's say your options were to go to France, Paris or to Rome. And let's say you had 3 options, 1 for Paris and 2 for Rome. And 1 option in Paris and 1 option in Rome had no breakfast included. And 1 option in Rome had breakfast included. Well, what most people are going to do is they're going to go for the Rome option with the free breakfast. And the reason because of the way our minds work is because, again, the decoy, we've got 2 methods to compare this to. So this is really powerful. And so when you're pricing, what you can actually do is you can actually make it more beneficial to people as to how to price your memberships. So let's say, for example, if I get rid of this here. So let's say, how could you put your decoy method in? So let's say, for example, a simplicity. You could have, train once a week, $99, train twice a week, $129, train 3 times a week is $159. Then, that would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? However, it's giving the member options. They're thinking, will I have time to train 3 times a week? There's a lot of confusion there. This is where you can be losing those people. So if we take that away and, depending on how you price, let's look at it slightly differently. Let's say we had the first option was it's 99 to train once a week. But then let's say we want people to go for the unlimited training option. Yeah, the third option. So what we would then do is we would say to train twice a week, we'll put it at 139. And then what we will do is we would put the train unlimited, we would put it at, let's say, 149 or 159, for example, there. So when people are comparing, oh, well, actually, if I train twice a week, it's actually not that much more to go for the unlimited option. So this is when you can steer people by being clever with how you present your pricing and do things to the best option for you and get the highest value from that customer. Okay, so that is the decoy method. Think about how you can apply that. It could be, one way you give a free uniform, one way you don't. You can think how you can apply this and get great results from this, rather than just being very simplistic on how you want people to pay for a membership. Okay, so if you like this video, give me a like, give me a comment. You can go to my website, mainstructor.com, to get a copy of my new book, which is called the How to Create an Ultra Profitable School, even if you only have a handful of students. And the great thing about it is it's only $7. Go to my website, mainstructor.com, check out the blog, and have a great day, everyone.